Hi everyone, it's Jenny with Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. We're on YouTube and Instagram at Joey143Jenny, and we're on Facebook at Joey and Jenny's Little Yellow House. Well, today I just wanted to do something, I hope simple. We'll see what happens. Just to give myself a little bit more paper options. I got this really pretty little placemat. It's a Christmas tree. I don't know if you can see it. I know it's a little shiny. Maybe that side you can see a little bit better. I got it at a place called At Home. It's a little, or not a little, it's kind of a big store in the nearby city. It was $2.99, and I don't remember if they had a Christmas sale or not, but I thought, well, this will be fun to coffee dye with. We'll see. And then I had these in my laundry room on my laundry table, and we moved things around and put in a little chest freezer in there for when Joey hunts, because our freezer was just too big, and so we put a little one in there. So I have these, and I thought that might make a pretty print too. I didn't get out doilies or anything. I just thought I'd try it with these first. So I'm going to set that over here, roll up the sleeves, and then what I did was I just took a concentrate, really concentrated, let's see, what is that, maybe 1/3 of a cup, I think I did, and about 2 tablespoons of instant coffee. And it's pretty hot because I just wanted that to really is it melted? I wanted it to really melt in there, you know. So that's, I'm gonna paint papers with that and see what happens. So normally when I coffee dye and I put a print on like a doily or something, I'll coffee dye it, and then when it's still a little bit wet, I'll put a doily or what have you on top, and then I'll paint on a concentrate of coffee. Well, I just wanted to just grab some papers out that I already had. I'm not gonna coffee dye or re-coffee dye. So like this is a music page. These are papers that I've already coffee dyed at some point. Different ones. This is, I don't know if you can see this. This is a really light green. It's really pretty. And this is a light, kind of a, it's not really a pink, but like a light cranberry. And then as you can see here, I've got some old, this one was when I dry in the oven. You can see the grill lines there. Anyways, this is out of an old book, and then I thought this would be fun too because it's green. Thought that'd be fun. So anyways, we're gonna give it a try and just see what happens. And I'm just gonna go one page at a time, I think, and see. So my thought was, I think I'm just gonna give it a little spritz of water just to, I don't know, soften it maybe. We'll see. This is all just checking it out. So it's not all gonna fit obviously on here, but I thought what I would do is just a little at a time. And I'm not getting my brush, I'm not getting my brush super saturated. Just enough to kind of go through to the page, and we'll see what happens. I've never done it this way before, but I really wanted to have a few things that had like a Christmas motif on it, like coffee dyed. And although I love to coffee dye, you guys, I have so much coffee dyed paper, so much. So I thought, well, we'll use what you have and try to do it that way. And then what I'm gonna do is just kind of squeegee that. We'll see. You can see how dark it is. Okay, and then we're gonna just instantly see what happens. I put a drop cloth down. Yeah, so that's not exactly what I want. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pivot a little bit. It does have a really neat look to it, but it's just too wet. Just too wet. So what could I do? I'm thinking here. I'm going to put this over on this side. What could I do? Okay, I'm going to try another one. I'm going to try it again and see if this is going to work. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'll put it down, kind of about the same area. I'm going to paint it on. Get this and try to get a little bit more of that out of there. I mean, you kind of have to have enough to get down in those little holes. And when I normally do this, I let in this case, the placemat, I let the coffee dry rather, with the placemat on it. So, you know, that makes a big difference, of course. But I don't want to do that today, I don't think. I mean, I don't want to do that, but I might not have a choice, but we'll see. So I'm going to paint this back on. Okay. All right. And then what happened to my rag? Oh no. What did I do with that rag? Okay. I'm gonna put you on pause. I'm gonna go get my rag. I had a rag right here. Just a second. Okay. I found it. It was fell on the floor, and then I decided I'd grab a couple more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to absorb a little bit of that in those deep wells of the design. And we'll see. We'll see if that makes any difference. Hope I'm not shaking it too much. Let's look. Nope, not a whole lot of difference, does it? Well, it could be a bust. It might be a bust. A lot of it is because it's going through. Maybe what I do is light hand it. I mean, I'm just going to keep trying because, well, it's fun. Maybe what I do is, instead of paint it on, maybe I dab it on a little bit. My hands are going to be black for this coffee. You know, maybe it's too much. Now, this paper's been coffee dyed. So I'm hoping this coffee is a little bit darker to give it. Otherwise, you guys, I'm just going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Oh, I forgot to spray this with water. That helps the coffee. Might be too much, though, if I do that. We'll see. Hope everybody is having a wonderful holiday time. A fun crafting time. We have been so busy getting ready for Christmas. I have all my decorations out. I'll take some videos here probably early this next week. Joey is still working on his tree, and I definitely want to get that in videos. What else? And we're wrapping, trying to get ready for our Christmas trip. And then when we come home, our Christmas trip is with Joey's family and folks. And then when we come home, it's with my family. And so, yeah, lots to do. Okay, still, you guys, not much. Nothing. All right, well, what should we do? What could we do? How about this? Okay, I got another idea. I don't know. I'm going to air this video anyways because I would love to have your ideas. Even if it's a complete bust, I'm going to do it. All right, I'm going to line that up there, and I'm going to go ahead, and I'm just going to do it like this. Then I think I'll put the paper on top of it. We'll see what happens. Maybe that's the ticket. I know I want to use this one on my jelly print. Wouldn't that be pretty? Okay, now let's see what happens. This one's very lightly, very lightly coffee dyed. Oh, what's going on here? Is this gonna do it? Let's look. I like how it looks there. Well, that's the best we've come across, isn't it? You can see a candy cane. You can see the pears. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Let's do it right in the center and see what happens. Yeah, this drop cloth is the best. I use it for everything. I get them over at Harbor Freight. Well, actually, I order them online at Harbor Freight. I have no idea how much they are now, but when I bought a bunch of them, they were very, very reasonable. I use them. I think I've told you guys before, I use them for absolutely everything. I've made curtains out of them. I have covered 2 love seats in our living room with them. How about we go this way? I use one that's 4 by 12 for over my dining room table when we are going to be eating a big meal there. And then I dress over that with, I put over that tablecloths and such. But I use it to absorb anything that might, you know, get on the table, spills or anything. Okay. I don't think I put enough on there. I didn't put enough on there, but you can see these little guys. All right. I think we're getting somewhere. You know what I mean? So let's slop a bunch on. Probably have so much on now that it's going through to the desk. Although I've got it like 4 times folded here. Okay, let's see what this looks like. I love these things. Those drips. Okay. Let's try it. That's better. It's fun. It's definitely quicker than coffee dyeing. I'm not getting as crisp, but you know what? Another thing is, I only have one of these placemats, and so, yeah. I don't know. Let's see if I can pick that up. You can see how this would be a really great one for jelly print. If I get ahead of the game, I might do that another day. I can see like some ornaments. This is a little sloppy here, and I can definitely see some of the branches. I don't know if you guys can. I mean, it's not hurting it. It's not making anything look really bad. I mean, it's not spectacular, but it's not making anything look really bad. I like that snowflake there. Let's see if we can get the peak. That might be tough because it's a little wrinkled. And there's a little mushroom right here. I'd love to get that. It's a really fun placemat. It's too tall if I were to use it in my dining room. If I put one on this side and one on the other side, they'd be overlapping a little bit because my table is super long, but it's very it's fairly narrow, you know. Okay, let's see what happens here. Oh, I'm not going to get that mushroom. Maybe part of it. Oops, I'm sorry. Reaching. Oh, sirens. Ooh, those sound close. Hope everybody's okay. It sounds like a fire truck. Always hate that. Now, I think if I had pulled it up and not let that just keep soaking, it would have been great. But you can see a lot of the, you might not be able to see it the way it looks on the camera, but you can see a lot of the leaves, ornaments. Okay. All right, so I'm learning some lessons. One is don't let it just sit and soak. Don't let it sit and soak up. I'm going to try to get that mushroom. So I'm going to just press it on and get it off. Okay. Here's a darker one again. Hopefully we'll be able to see it. Let me know if you guys have any ideas. It feels like a much thicker piece of paper. Oh gosh. I was afraid I was gonna, let's see if I can get that mushroom. I was afraid I was going to leave it on there too long, so I hurried. Nope. But it is an interesting print, nonetheless. Well, I can't say as it's any form of a success, but it's fun. I'm going to do the whole Christmas tree, and then I'm going to take this big ledger. So tell me, without us having to do, like what we normally do, tell me how you think, how we put it out in the sun or bake it or whatever. Tell me how you think we could, just one right after the other, use just one stencil, so to speak, and, coffee dye an image. Tell me what you think. Okay, I'm going to use one of these. Ah, don't fall. Okay. Sorry, I keep bumping you. This is totally different paper. Kind of, you can tell it feels a little bit slick, almost. Ooh, look at that. Okay, don't overdo it. Just get it and get it off of there. Yeah, that's probably the best one. So I think the deal is this is not, I don't think it's like super porous. It's a little bit slick. But you can see a little bit on there. These pears came out good. Pears up there. Little ornament. I don't know if you can see that ornament right there. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. Now I'm out of coffee. That's interesting. Why did that do that? Was it just the paper, or is it how much I put on? So I have a little bit left. I'm going to do this. If it turns out with this next page okay, I might go make a little bit more, and we'll try a few more and see if we can get it. I'm wondering if it just has to do with that I've been putting too much on. Or is it the paper? Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. But definitely not defined, but that's very pretty. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's really pretty. But again, not defined. Okay, well, got one more piece of paper. Oh, I found a pin. Paper fell on the floor. I found a pin on the floor. I'm thankful I found that. Anybody step on it. All right. Let's see. Maybe if I spray it. We can rejuvenate some of that coffee, and I don't have to shut the video down to go make some more. If we can do this last piece of paper. It's almost like a suds that I'm doing here. This brush, I've used this brush so many times. It's one of those really cheap ones. I think you get it at like Lowe's or something. Super cheap. I've just messed the living daylights out of it. Okay, I think I'm going to do the back this time. hold it down so it doesn't move and shift. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, I pulled up some. I think it's going to be really pretty when it dries. Okay, well, that was a short and sweet. I really like it. I might play a little bit more. I need to go make some more solution, find some more paper, and I didn't use my other paper. Maybe I'll just pause you and make some more, and we'll do a couple of more. Okay, I'll just pause you. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so instead of making coffee, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to use my Brushos. I rarely use these. I'm using the emerald green. If you haven't ever used these, you can, I got this on Amazon. It wasn't very expensive. And it's just these super concentrated colors. And they're activated by liquid or water. I use water, but they come in these little things like this. And you can get them with a shaker top. That's what I thought I was getting, but this one doesn't have a shaker top. So as soon as you pop this open, you're exposed to lots and lots of little crystals. And one crystal will die, you know, a good nickel to quarter size. And it's pretty hard to even get off your hands. I'm a little nervous about this, but I wanted to try it anyway. So I'm going to try to squeegee my brush out. And I'm just going to get, I got some smaller papers here. So let's see what happens. And I didn't clean my brush or this little thing. The little measuring glass that I'm using. Okay, so I'm going to try to not make this very thick. Okay, I'm going to set that right on here so I don't soak it. All right, I just have a dictionary page. Let's see what happens. Just lightly go over it. Oh, I got 2 dictionaries. Oh, that's fun. Let's see what happens. Kind of the same thing we got with the coffee. It's oversaturated. So let's see if we can pick some up here. Okay. Same thing. Can't really see. Okay. I think that's a bust, but let's try this. Let's try this. We'll go over it again. Okay. It's all in the paper, I think. I guess it's just a combo. How it acts with the paper, how saturated you get it. The good thing is that I'm going to use them anyways. And some of these coffee dyed papers I haven't used because they were not great. Okay. It's a very interesting texture, but it's not defined. It's not defined. All right. I'm keeping on, you guys. I'm going to do a couple more of these. See if we can't get something pulled, and then I'm going to use that other one that I was showing you that I use in my laundry room. Man, I'm dying to get my jelly mat out and play with it, you know, and just kind of squeegee some of that off a little bit. Okay, here's like this. See how yuck this is? I mean, it's kind of cool, but I'm not using that. I haven't used it. I've had it forever. So let's see if we can just, if nothing else, put some pretty color on it. It has a really great crinkle. Okay. Very faint, but it's a better pickup. Very, very faint. Okay, let's go over it again. And then I think what I'm going to do is go over it with that cloth a little bit. I keep going to this side because I'm just determined to get that mushroom. Just don't want it too saturated because that's where it just starts all that bleeding of the color. Okay. All right, let's try it again. Here's another one that I've had forever and just have never used. Was probably at the bottom of the cookie sheet when I used to do them all the time in the oven. I still do some in the oven, but not as a general rule. But you can see here that this one puddled the coffee when I was baking it. Okay, that's probably the best one we've gotten. Did we get the paintbrush? Did we get the mushroom? If we did, I don't see it. Let's see. It'd be over here, I guess. Nope, it didn't come out. All right, we'll just keep trying. But that turned out pretty good. That turned out pretty good. Okay, what did we do? We put it on. All right, let's get that mushroom. Put it on. And then we just made sure we didn't have any puddling. I think that's the ticket. We'll see. Do this and sop up some of that's puddling different places. Okay. Here, I'll use this one just in case it turns out. Come on, little mushroom. Got a little, my brush is starting to shed. Okay. I think that's going to be pretty good. Oh, we got it. Look, there she is. Oh, mushroom. Oh, I love it. Okay. All right. So far, copy paper is working. Now let's try it again, not sopping it too much. And let's try it again with the, this little, I'll go right through the middle here. This little piece of ledger that I have. So let's sop some of that up. Lay it down and sop it up. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see what happens. Better, but still too wet for this kind of paper. Whoops, I did it upside down, I guess. Oh well. Still too wet for this kind of paper. But you can see that well, hopefully you can see the little stems and an ornament. Fun. All right. Let's try her again. I'm going to just do the rest of these papers. Oh, let's do one envelope and then we'll switch to the other one and see what we can do. What do we want to put? How about we try to get this glob right here? Snowflake, ornaments, candy cane. This part right here. I have one of my big envelopes from Edward Jones or somebody. Okay, now I'm just trying to get some of that out of it a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to use the back to get the full thing. So this would be something I would probably hinge in, because I would also want to use the window, unless I folded it and made it like a page or something. Okay. Not too bad. You can see it picked up some of the coffee too. That's not too bad. Kind of cute. All right, let's change out. Look at that. And that's fun. Let's get this out of here. That's fun. Let's see how we're doing on the back. Oh, it hasn't even bled through yet. Can't believe it. Okay, out the way. Okay, so let's do the same thing here. Now this will be easier because we're not trying to, it's all the same, you know, although it's deeper. So I think we're just going to try to get a nice coating on the top. And hopefully it won't bleed. And since there's a little bit more space in between each cutout, maybe it'll make a better print. We'll see. Let's give this a try. This is the one that has not done the best, so let's see what we can do with it. Try not to shift it too much. Okay. I might have pushed it too far. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's nice. Now, the difference between this and like jelly printing, because you could definitely do that with jelly printing, is that this is going to dry more like a watercolor, you know, not a thick acrylic. Look at my hands. All right, let's put a little bit more on just where we took off there so that we can put a full piece of paper on there. That might be a lot, actually. Let's try to dry our brush out. Okay. This is probably going to be one that is used for tearing. Go this way. Ooh, I love that crunch. Yes, look at that. Isn't that so fun? Love it. Loving it. Okay. We're just going to keep doing it until we're running out of our paper over here. This one, I don't normally tear them open like that, but this was just from yesterday. I had taken my kitchen scissors into the dining room to wrap gifts, and so I had to just, ooh, I love it. I had to just do a quick tear open. Now, I think I'm going to let that dry and then do the other side. Okay, and what I'm going to do is come over here and see if we can pick up any of this coffee. Press a little deeper and see if we can pick up any of that coffee. Yeah, you do kind of have to be, I should have worn my art apron, but you do kind of have to be a little bit careful because this definitely stains. This Brusho business, it stains. Okay. Let's do that side. Oops. This looks like on this side, it looks like I had already tried to, wow, coffee dye on a doily. Now, of course, you could do this without using coffee dyed paper like we showed with the envelopes, but oh, look how nice that pulled that together. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, that one we're going to do again on the back. I love this print. I believe I either got it, I'm fairly certain I got it at Walmart in like where you buy shelf liner and stuff. Yeah, or Dollar Tree, but it's pretty good quality, so I kind of have a feeling about it. Not saying that Dollar Tree is not good quality, but it's, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, look at that. So pretty. Now, especially these really dark coffee papers, I will definitely use, more likely to use with this green. Look at that. I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay, is that dry? Not yet. Okay. I was going to do that envelope again, but it's not dry. Okay, I'm just going to finish off a couple of these. I'd like to do one more Christmas tree too. See if I can do it. We'll finish off these couple of pieces of paper I have here. I love lattice anyways, you know, you can use it for so many different things. So I'm just really loving this. Okay. Yeah. All right, is this one dry yet? Yeah, dry enough. Let's put a little bit on the back of this envelope. Actually, it's the front of the envelope. And then I want to go back over to see if we can get a last print on the Christmas tree. Okay. Yeah, isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I don't know if you can see how textured it looks. I think it's because of might be because of the cloth underneath. Okay, you did a good job, whatever you're called here. I'm just going to get a little bit of that off of there. Okay, bring this Christmas tree back over. What do you think? Let's try. What do you think about? I don't think that's going to work. It's not going to hold the... I don't think I'm talking to myself and you at the same time. I don't think it's going to hold. I was going to do it on the opposite side, but I don't think it'll hold enough. Okay. Let's do the side again. Just kind of getting some down in there, but not too thick, hopefully. Okay. Let's try it. Oh, that looks promising. Oh, I'm going to pick up some of that. Okay. It's okay. It's so interesting because those pears always pick up so nicely, don't they? This is a little ornament here. Let's see that. We did not get our mushroom. Let's see if we can get it. Oops. I think I took too much off. We got a mushroom, all right. Look at that. I don't know if I like that at all. Let's see if we can pick a little bit up here. Nah, that's all right. Okay, we're out of paper again. That was super fun. All right, let's just take a look. Here, let's move this out of the way. It's still wet, very wet. And, ooh, let's just use it. Let's lay this down here. Okay, so this is the one we just did. It's already drying, and I like it. It's so faint. I love it. This one, look at that. Gave it just enough wet to crunch it, you know. Same here. Front and back. This one we just did the front. Went through. Same. Nice. I love it. Look at this one. This one had a lot on it. Look at how it kind of bled a little bit. You could put some little red dots, make little hollies. I think this turned out good. Here's that first envelope we did. We didn't do this side, we just did that. This is another one. Which way did I go? Another one of the ledgers. Look at this one. I think this one was our best. So pretty. But over here, I'm getting kind of full. This one turned out really, really good too. It's a big glob in the middle, but still turned out good. This one is super faint. That might need to do again. Here's another one. Turned out really good. You can't tell what it is, but it's fun. These turned out really, really faint, but it has a nice little glow of green. Ooh, this one turned out pretty good, but you can really just about see it here. It's neat though. Here's the big Christmas tree. Coffee on ledger paper, so that turned out pretty good. This one turned out, as it was drying, it turned out pretty good. You can now see, I don't know if you can see it, but I can see ornaments, I can see holly. So that's fun. Here's the Christmas tree again. Turned out really good. Where's that? Oh, there's the mushroom. Okay. This one really didn't do anything. It's soaking wet, so we'll leave that over there. This is one that was kind of a blob, soaking wet, too much. So that was a big lesson. This is still wet, too much, but had some good print. This one's not super wet, but it is still wet. It has a fun print too. Ooh, this one looks pretty good, although it had a lot of bleed over. Look at the mushroom. Mushroom, candy cane, ornaments. Love it. Put that over here. Wow, that one's just soaking wet. Can't really tell anything on that. Same here. So that was a lesson, is that you don't have to use very much, do you? Oopsie. Got a little bend there. And then this was our first one, so it's really wet too. Okay, I mean, that was fun. It really was fun. It was I'll use them all. I think it gave a little bit of personality, even though you can't tell what it is on some of them. So I hope you had fun doing it. I hope you'll experiment. It doesn't cost you much to use your instant coffee, or even you can do a little bit of your watercolors and do it. Okay, everybody, thanks so much for crafting with me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Don't forget, we pray blessings over you, and we want you to know you're so loved. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.